a very good evening to you and a warm welcome to this week's edition of Breeding to Win. As promised last week, we said we were going to bring you some of the highlights from SA Classic Day out at Turfentine, which took place last week, Saturday. We had some fantastic racing. The weather played ball. There was a great atmosphere on course. And of course, we had 3 Grade 1 events on the card, starting off with the HF Oppenheimer Stakes. It was a fantastic race. A lot of strong runners lining up for the 1600 metre event. And of course, they raced for a stake of R1 million. Let's take a look at the race.
600 metres left to go in the horse Chestnut Stakes. The leader is booked there top, no worries, very quick to challenge. Captain America on the outside is right there. He's a length off the leader. Then 2 lengths away to Heavy Metal. Louis the King still got a prayer, but he needs to get serious into the final 250 metres. Captain America on the outside. Second place is no worries. Ashton Park, Louis the King, booked there top. It's Captain America in front. He's 2 lengths clear and he's going on strongly. Here's Captain America. This is the Captain America that we know, and he blows them away. Selena ran on for second. Booklet top was third. Fourth got close between Halve the Deficit and White Line Fever.
Well, of course, it was number 3, Captain America, classic ride here by jockey Anton Marcus for the Brett Crawford stable. He had been aimed at this race, and full marks to his conditioner Brett for bringing him up to the Highveld. He suited the stand side track perfectly and came through to pull off this first Grade 1 event and earning an extra 625,000 rand. Back in second, much better effort from number 7, Telina, who seems to have turned the corner after his gelding under Gavin Lorena for the Jeff Woodruff stable. Number 12, Boucle Top, finished back in third under Bernard Fade Herb for the Alec Laird stable, and that 4th position going to number 5, Half the Deficit, under Sean Cormack for trainer Sean Terry. Well, the second of the Grade 1 events was the Wilgebosdrift SA Fillies Classic, and of course all eyes were focused on 2 runners in this race, one of them being same jurisdiction, who had a much better draw. He had Anton Marcus aboard and trained by Duncan Howells. She was finishing smartly last time out. She found a bit of traffic problems from a deep draw, but she looked superb moving to the start. However, Siren's Call from the Sean Terry stable and comfortably handled here by jockey Pierre Stradham. It was always going to be a thrilling race. Let's take a look at the action.
It's Smart Call. She now goes off to the front. She guards them into the home straight. She's 2 lengths clear. Ested Raj is second. Same jurisdiction, the lighter blue is third. Then towards the outside is Banbury in the yellow sleeves and cap. Tamani is further back. Then came Trophy Wife. Siren's Call's got quite a bit of work to do. She's in jail, but she's been in jail before and done the job. But today things are starting to get a little bit desperate 400 metres out. The leader is Smart Call. Same jurisdiction is alongside her. Same jurisdiction now moves up quite nicely. Trophy Wife is second. Then comes Siren's Call 2 off the left-hand side. They followed by Pine Princess. It's same jurisdiction. She's got a length and a half to spare. Here comes Siren's Call. She doesn't know what defeat is all about. It's same jurisdiction. Siren's Call. Can you believe it? Siren's Call won it.
Well, Siren's Call has won 2 of the legs from the Triple Tiara. You got to say, a gutsy performance by this daughter of Elusive Fort. She's come through for Peter de Beer, Pierre Stradham and trainer Sean Terry, who had a red letter day out on SA Classic Day. One same jurisdiction under Anton Marcus, did everything right, went off as the favourite from the Duncan Howell stable, just found one too good for her in the form of number 2, Siren's Call. 5, Trophy Wife, Raymond Danielson and Sean Terry finishing in that 3rd position, and that 4th going to the 4, Pine Princess under Gavin Lorena for the Mike de Kock stable. One more leg to come for number 2, Siren's Call. Of course, we'll see her back on Champions Day in the SA Oaks. In my opinion, I think she's got the guts and the ability to pull off this 2,450 metre Oaks trip, and hopefully we can see another Triple Tiara winner. Right, moving on to the SA Classic, the Grade 1 event for R2 million. The 3-year-olds were lining up for this event, and Estradage went off as the favourite. Of course, all eyes were focused on him after a great Cape Town campaign, but it was up to Sean Terry yet again to pull off the SA Classic with French Navy, and a very good ride here by the underrated jockey Raymond Danielson, who barges his way through to get French Navy home in this Grade 1 SA Classic event.
In the yellow, he's outside of the group as they make a beeline towards the stand side of the track. Diesel Jet, Honeston, they further back. Prince of Orange next best with Illuminati as they get to the 400 metres mark. Ertijol's under pressure and Harry's Son has picked up the lead. Second place Deputy Judd. Then came Amsterdam over towards the inside, unparalleled. Ertijol needs a miracle. 300 metres left to go. It's Harry's Son. He's gritty. He's in front. Deputy Judd is second. Unparalleled looks for room. French Navy's running a big race with Amsterdam as well. It's now Deputy Judd. Here's French Navy. French Navy hits the front in the SA Classic. Amsterdam is second, but French Navy from Amsterdam roll out the red carpet for French Navy. He's arrived.
Well, as you saw, 3 French Navy comes through, enjoys the extra trip of 1,800 metres and wins well under jockey Raymond Danielson for the Sean Terry stable. Number 12, Amsterdam, runs the race of his life for the Paul Peter stable under jockey Ian Sturgeon. It was number 10, Deputy Judd, Michael Azzi, the conditioner, with jockey Bernard Fade Herb, and then number 17, Unparalleled, who came into this race as a reserve runner, rounding off that quartet under jockey Donovan Mansour for the Johan Janse van Vuren stable.
We believe in excellence. We believe that if you're going to do something, you do it to your best ability. We aim to make Balmoral number 1 in the Southern Hemisphere, not just South Africa.
The Dubai World Cup also took place last Saturday, and we saw some fantastic racing coming through on the international scale. Well, the Breeding to Win team was in Dubai. Unfortunately, my producer Andrea Bach and myself weren't there, but the rest of the team were, and this was brought to you by Emperor's Palace.
That was quite something to see that stadium. I'd never seen it before, so really something special. He's taken this level above everything that I expected it to be.
Very blessed, yes, and very happy, smiling to be standing here in Dubai and enjoying every moment with my son.
Pips, again, here we are in Dubai. Last time, VAR was represented Variety Club. Now you've got the filly, Via Africa. Not only have you also got another horse that you bred here as well, by VAR as well. This stallion of yours is taking you on a massive journey.
Let's hope it doesn't stop in Dubai. I want to get to England next. Yes, listen, fantastic to be here again. Lovely evening. She looks magnificent. So let's hope we can do it again.
You know, she's just blossomed in the last month. Talking to Trevor and to Mike over the time, I mean, they've had a bit of obviously a hassle trying to get her to come on from quarantine and everything. But well, she's looking stunning, and you know, it's quite strange. I've been following her obviously from the first photographs that came over on the media, and you can see her colour. I'm a firm believer in her colour. When she's dark, she's ready, and the colour has crept over her body to where it is now, and it's just about covered her whole body, and she's like that nice dark tinge to her colour, then she's ready.
She does look amazing. She looks a bit fitter to me, in a little bit lighter, but I don't think she is actually, but she's growing. This is a strong field, but there'll be enough South Africans here to shout and scream for home. It'll be the fastest 56 seconds.
Jupiter and Mars, in other words, hold my hand. In other words, hey darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me swing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I
We're
worship.
having a lot of fun. I honestly, if you haven't been, it's a must if you like horses.
It's really good to be here. It's an amazing event, and it's actually this establishment that we're in just blows your mind when you get here. So it's really great to see the investment in it and how many people come to be part of this vibe that's here at the moment.
The gates are back and they're off and racing for the traditional start of the Dubai World Cup meeting, the Dubai Gavelhouse Classic. Versac has been eased out of the race as they're on the turn for home in the Dubai Gavelhouse Classic. 450 metres left to run, and Razik goes after Manark, and they have booted away. Tajanka Deforget gets to third, then La Fay, Valiant Boy on the outside. Manark led 250 metres out. Razik's 2 lengths away, then 4 lengths to Valiant Boy. It's Manark in front, 120 metres left to run. Razik's trying, Valiant Boy's making ground, but Manark's in front. Dane O'Neill's keeping him going, and Manark will lead all of the way to win the Dubai Gavelhouse Classic. Manark first, Valiant Boy arrived to run second, Razik third. Gates fly and they're racing in the Godolphin Mile, and Tamaku's up to his old tricks was slow to move. 400 metres left to go as they flatten for the big prize. Frankie Four Fingers a length and a half in front of Freewheeling. Tamaku's into the clear. Leal on the rail. Sloane Avenue is deeper out. Frankie Four Fingers led, coming to the final 200 metres. Freewheeling, Tamaku's, Sloane Avenue on the outside are all giving chase. Frankie Four Fingers out on his feet. Tamaku's put his head in front. Sloane Avenue coming at Tamaku's. Tamaku's fighting. He's won. Tamaku's has overcome the slow start to win by a half head to Sloane Avenue. Freewheeling third. Photo fourth. Harthek. Frankie Four Fingers, Gold City.
I see the guys are very sharp in putting a South African flag over the front of the railing here, so the flag is flying, and then every time a South African horse comes in, you can see everybody else goes crazy. So it's exciting. It builds the brand.
The gates are back and they're racing in the Dubai Gold Cup. Brass ring from the inside, a little slow to go, and El Moonquith and Batheron went back shortly after the break. When heads were turned for home in the Dubai Gold Cup, and Brown Panther has run to the lead. Brown Panther in front by 2 lengths over Azima. Havana Beat on the outside, then Batheron. El Moonquist running on, but it's Brown Panther past the 200 metres mark. Brown Panther 3 lengths in front of Azima. Star Empire and Havana Beat are battling away, but Brown Empire with 50 metres left to go has it parcelled up. Goal! Owen and Partners won, the rest nil. Gates are back. they're racing in the Derby, and Motar a little slow to move. Moved to Hedge from the inside, one of the first out, and Tap That came out very quickly. They're about to round the bend. Tap That and Golden Barrows, the Japanese pair, flattened for the run to the judge. Moved to Hedge is a length and a half away. He comes around their heels now and is about to give chase. Moved to Hedge, moved up with 250 metres left to go, went straight past the leading pair and went for home. Christos Simeon put his foot flat to the metal, and the Derby's all over. Mubtahij is absolutely tearing away. It's a matter of how far. Mubtahij, eased in the run of the judge, has won the Derby, with Maftool running on to get second, but beaten a long way.
There was a nice wow factor about that performance, wasn't it?
Yes. I'm even surprised at how far he won and how much he improved. And Maftool is the foremost. You know, he was well back.
The thing is, they went so quick to begin with, and yet he then quickened amazingly himself.
And he was a length off the pace, but he had the run. There were four abreast. They were really killing each other up front. They weren't helping each other, but they sort of helped us, thankfully.
And when you see a performance like that, and you're even surprised, and you've won this race a few times,
yeah, it blows you away. It's the first time I've won it with a Northern Hemisphere horse, funny enough. They all have been Southern Hemisphere winners. And this performance blew me away.
So would you seriously think now maybe Kentucky Derby, would that be on the agenda?
Not even a question. We're going. We're on the way.
Because so this of all the UAE Derby winners you've had, this is clearly, you think, the best.
I think so, yeah. And the nice thing about this is it's what it's opened up for us. You know, the next step. You know, the getting into the Kentucky Derby, going there just to participate. It's huge.
And he likes this surf.
And you know, this horse is giving us that opportunity.
And he likes this surface too.
He loves it.
Bring it on, I think you're saying, Mike, aren't you?
We'll have a go.
Well done, thank you.
They're ready. Back go the gates. They're off and racing, and Artug and Lancelot de Lac were slow to move. Toto has missed the start. Amber Sky came out brilliantly. He's gone looking for the lead from Via Africa, Bundle of Joy. Distinctive Passion going forward too, followed then by Caspian Prince just off the pace, and Penophobia is followed further back by Casper Netcher, Merzer, Farmars on the far side, then Artug, Soul Power, Lancelot de Lac. So Maximilian's a long way back as they link with the course proper, where Amber Sky is the leader. Amber Sky showing the way over Distinctive Passion, giving chase. Penophobia on the outside, Bundle of Joy on the inside, and Via Africa and Stepper Point now beginning to run on. Amber Sky in front of Penophobia. Here's Soul Power descending on the outside. Soul Power's coming with a wet sail on the outside. Will he do it in Dubai finally? Yes, he will. Soul Power has won from Penophobia, with Green Mask on the far side flashing up to be third.
We chatted about Via Africa, obviously a daughter of our. She actually ran with her heart again. She's definitely a trier.
Well, we thought she was quick in South Africa. She's not quick enough for here, that's for sure. But she did her best. Great to be here again, yeah.
Racing, and Big Marker was slow to move. Shy She not showing a great deal of speed, and El Padrino dropped back shortly after the break. In 23.8, they're turning for home. Lucky 9 on the outside of Rich Tapestry. Hong Kong 1-2. Here's the USA. Secret Circle making a line of 3, and Super Jockey's a length and a half away. Secret Circle went to the front, coming to the final 200 metres. Super Jockey is giving chase. Rich Tapestry still there on the rail. Secret Circle in front. Super Jockey's coming. Super Jockey is driving at Secret Circle. Secret Circle but digs in, hangs on, wins. Secret Circle beats Super Jockey. Rich Tapestry third. El Padrino and Big Mac are both flew at the end. Gates are back and they're racing in the Dubai turf, and Trade Storm was slow to move. Guillaume to the inside, not showing a great deal of pace. Euro Charlene in front at the 300, but Solo letting down now, quickly moves up. Solo runs to the lead from Earnshaw. The Grey Gatsby is running on, but Solo has pinched a break, and it is a winning break. The Dubai turf goes to France, and Solo walks it in. Solo first.
Yeah, it's been wonderful tonight. Seems a more laid-back atmosphere this year. Nice to see South Africa have a winner. My mate Tom Dascombe have a winner. No, it's been really, really great. And a smaller crowd than usual from the South Africans. Hopefully next year we'll have Harry Sanya and a few more from Mike de Kock, and we'll see more South Africans here. I think it's a nice feature having... I live in London now, so having South Africans with me, it's nice to have them around for 4 or 5 days, and then they can go home.
The Dubai Shima Classic. Starting almost at the winning post, the Gates are back, and Main Sequence seemed to bubble at the start. He was last to hit the ground as they come through the mist with 500 metres left to go in the Dubai Shima Classic. And just the judge turns for home in front of Dolnaya, one and only. Flinchy at the inside, Main Sequence, Harp Star, Sheikh Zayed Road to the outside, and Designs on Rome is coming from last. Dolnaya hit the front at the 200 metres mark, led from Flinchia. Designs on Rome out wide, but Dolnaya's in front. Flinchia is trying hard. It's Dolnaya in front of Flinchia. It'll be a French 1-2 in the Dubai Shima Classic. Dolnaya beat Flinchia.
Well, we came here with all innocent expectations, but now we've been forced to bet. And apparently it's on number 4, Flintshire. So we're very excited and we're hoping we'll win. I'll hand over to my lady friends.
It's been an amazing night of meeting new friends. We're very excited about Kylie Minogue and the horses.
We're not that excited about Kylie Minogue.
The horses are the winners. You love the
Come on.
Yeah.
Annabelle?
I'm so just here enjoying the moment.
Starter at the button. Gates are back, racing in the Dubai World Cup. Candy Boy and Epiphania slow to move. Hoko Taramai came out quickly. African Story fast away. Lee is third. California Chrome going to fourth on the outside of Long River. 2 lengths away, Epiphania, 1 to Side Glance. Candy Boy is second last, and Prince Bishop being hustled in the early part had dropped out to the rear as the Cup field makes the turn to the back with 1,500 metres left to go. And Japan's Hoko Taramai leads by 3/4 of a length. African Story second, Long River 3/4 of a length away third. Ahead to California Chrome, he's 4 deep into the back past the 1,300 metres mark. Lee on the fence, 3/4 of a length to Epiphania, 1 to Side Glance on the inside of Candy Boy, and 2.5 lengths to Prince Bishop. 400 metres in 25.6, 800 metres in 49.4, and down the back of the track, Hoko Taramai by 3 parts of a length to African Story. California Chrome's a length away. He's third, but he's travelled wide from the word go. Lee is fourth. Long River under pressure. Prince Bishop's making ground. He's running on from the back. Then Candy Boy, Epiphania and Side Glance had dropped out to the rear. Hoko Taramai, a half length in front of African Story. California Chrome has loomed up 3 deep. Lee behind them. Prince Bishop is deeper out as they turn the corner. Hoko Taramai in front of California Chrome, and Prince Bishop on the outside. Lee's into the clear. He'll have to give them 2 lengths. Prince Bishop in front with 250 metres left to go. Prince Bishop's got away from California Chrome, then Hoko Taramai and Lee, but it's the Prince Bishop and William Buick. Prince Bishop is clear, and Prince Bishop wins the 20th Dubai World Cup. Prince Bishop has beaten California Chrome, and third was Lee.
be honest with you, it's the best trip I've ever been on. I've been to Vegas, I've done the whole lot. This is the best. I recommend anybody from Durban, anybody from Joburg, Cape Town, let's go travel. Phil's got a package together, beautiful package, affordable. Come with the boys, come with the lady, enjoy it. We have had such a fantastic day, and I really recommend it. Next year, I hope we get bigger, I hope we get more of us. But you know what? Grant, we can travel the world in Dubai.
And I never felt this way before, and I swear this is true, and I owe it all to you.
Listen, yeah, last time I got out of hand last year, I couldn't get off that boat. So this year Annabelle's my travelling companion, but she drinks a lot more than me. So let's hope between the two of us we'll get on that plane on Monday morning.
Second or no. So number 14, All Is Secret, is victorious. Well Witcher.
And for the lads, wanted.
Shay takes the lead. Shay wins the Elgos.
Well, one of our sponsors on the Breeding to Win show is Allen Bloodlines, and David Allen is currently on the line to tell us more about the partnership and syndicate that's recently been launched here in South Africa called Hintelsham Racing. Great to have you with us this evening, David, and we saw you only a couple of weeks ago in South Africa out at the sales. You're still out and about in SA?
No, I'm not. I'm in the UK at the moment, and by the way, it's very good to speak to you on the phone, and thanks for the opportunity. No, I came up here a few days ago. We had a sale at Ascot yesterday, and then I'll be back in Joburg in time for the 2 yearling sales coming up, so very soon.
So you're a very busy man at the moment, David, doing lots of buying. And just tell us and touch on Hintelsham Racing. Why the name Hintelsham?
Oh, Hintelsham. Well, Hintelsham Hall is a 16th century manor house in Suffolk, not far from Newmarket itself, actually. And we owned Hintelsham Hall for 15 or 16 years as a hotel and restaurant and golf and leisure place. And we used to headquarter our racing groups there, A, because it was a hospitality place, and B, it was very handy for Newmarket. And then because of the racing, the name took on a life of its own, irrespective of the hotel, and we've kept it for our racing groups, both in the UK and in South Africa.
Okay, now, I know we've got a lot of partnerships and racing syndicates in South Africa, so what's really different about your group?
Well, good question. I'd like to think it's the way that we look after people, and on the financial side, it's a fixed cost with absolutely no possibility of increase. So in the unpleasant case of there being a big vet bill, for example, nobody has to cough up for it. We cover that. So it's a complete fixed cost situation. But more than just the cost, it's a formula that I hope is designed not only to look after people who know they're racing and want to get a certain type of enjoyment out of it, but also for new people coming in, which I think in South Africa, we need this. Well, you need it anywhere, but we need it constantly in South Africa to refresh the racing public. And I like to think this is the sort of formula that is good for that.
Yeah, I think that's very interesting. We need to create different syndicates and just to bring new blood into the game. It's so important. And of course, the syndicates, the partnerships is definitely the way to go. But a big thing with the new owner, Dave, that I've found through the years is that it's difficult for them to wait for that period to get a yearling up and running. It's that initial wait for them. So how do you come across and sell it to a new person?
Well, we skip that period completely. What we try to do is present young horses, 2-year-olds, that have not raced or are just about to race, more or less a year after they would normally be bought as yearlings. So we deal with them with the cost, we keep them, we pre-train them, and we train them. The fillies in this particular group have been in full training now for several months. And the people who come in now don't have to pick up that bill.
Unbelievable. So that initial period of waiting is over and they're almost getting ready to run now.
Yes, well, as a matter of fact, those people who have already joined us had the benefit of one run when one of the fillies had a quiet introduction a few days ago. But basically, they're ready to run in anger sometime in the next month or so, and that's how we try to plan it.
Okay, so obviously this is good for experienced and for new people coming into racing.
I think it's a question of budget and what one wants to achieve. There are lots and lots of people who are racing fans, who like particular horses, particular jockeys, but they don't have either, in one case it might be the time, or in another case it might be the cash to go in and buy half a horse or a whole horse or whatever it is. And we make racing accessible to people like that. And we always find that the people who come in who know they're racing enjoy the, extra level of information. And I don't mean punting information, but information about the horse's life, what's going on in the yard, the families, all that sort of thing. And then on the other hand, people who look at racing from a distance and either have no interest in it at all and need a lot of persuasion or think that there's something dodgy about it. There are people who would like to get involved with a sport, and I think we must use this word sport a lot more than we do. This is a fabulous sport involving these incredible equine athletes. And people who come in for the first time, in my experience over quite a lot of years, are absolutely enthralled when they can get up close and personal with the horse. They can see what it takes to prepare a horse, to train a horse, to race a horse. It's a complicated business, and yet it's a very exciting business. And it's therefore an introduction.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. Racing, at the end of the day, is a sport, and there are so many benefits that come out of it. But I think you've gone about it the right way, because you're explaining the game to them, because people that don't know about racing don't realize what goes on behind the scenes and how involved you can become in racing. And, it's just like you said, a fantastic sport that we're in. We're dealing with probably one of the most precious animals on the planet, and to be part of that is certainly a privilege. So just tell me now, you did mention that they are fixed costs, but now what happens with these fillies if they do win stake money? Is that stake money capped as well?
Is it capped? Well, no, it's not. The sky's the limit. Although one has to be careful about saying how much horses are going to win, but it's a question of ambition and what we could achieve. To give an example, one of the fillies in this pair is called Secret Plan. Now, she is, because she came through the Cape Premier yearling sale, which of course is now longer than a year ago, she is qualified for the CTS $1 million US. And were she to win or win something in that race, then the stake money that she wins is divided exactly pro rata amongst the members in the group. What we're looking for is a maximum of 20 in this group for 2 horses. We'd be quite happy with 14 or 15. The way it works is that each membership, and bear in mind this is a monthly membership payment. This isn't paying a chunk of money up front to buy part of a horse. This is it's a quasi-leasing situation, actually based on the normal South African formula. If you lease a horse from me, this is more or less the way it would work, except that we do it for a group of people rather than an individual or 1 or 2. But it's a fixed monthly sum of money, and each membership carries with it a 4% share in stake, and people can buy more than one membership if they like.
Okay, Dave, if any of our viewers are interested in getting involved in your partnership or syndicate, how do they go about it?
Well, I think up on the screen there's going to be some contact information. My cell phone is on all the time wherever I am, and the email and the website is allenbloodlines.com, and there's a special page for this arrangement, and emailing me at davidallen@allenbloodlines.com. Is the easiest way to go about it.
Well, David, we wish you all the best with Hintelsham Racing, and I'm sure we'll be seeing your fillies on the track. The one's already made its debut for the experience. Yep. We wish you all the best.
Thank you very much indeed. Really enjoyed the conversation. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks to David from Allen Bloodlines. Always a pleasure chatting to him. And of course, if you are looking to get involved in Hintelsham Racing, those contact numbers currently on screen.
Turf Carriers is a family-run business owned by Mark and Dorrie Sham and their 3 sons, Michael, Matthew and Marcus. New Turf Carriers has been in long-distance transport since 1995 and pride themselves in excellent service, punctuality and loyalty to their clients. Every single stud farm and every single sale to every single racecourse, New Turf Carriers pride themselves in delivering your horse safely. The welfare of your horse is paramount, and it is to this end that we have our own midway stop between Johannesburg and Cape Town. This is situated at Colesberg, where we have a stabling facility for 60 horses, so that the horses on long trips can get off and have a rest during their journey. The bottom line is, New Turf Carriers take your horse from door to door with pride, passion and punctuality.
Gavelhouse is the leading website for trading horses online. Selling your racehorse, mare or even a share in a yearling is so easy on Gavelhouse. You can browse our sires directory to match the best mating for your mare, with text description, videos and up-to-date sires reports. Gavelhouse.com is the best way to sell your horse. We reach places others can't, where buyers and sellers deal direct and pay no commission. Go to gavelhouse.com.
Well, thanks to Gavelhouse once again for their sponsorship, and the horses being offered this evening on Breeding to Win is a Greater Power by National Emblem. This is a 2013 colt for 40,000 Rand per 10% share, a superbly bred yearling, a full brother to Potent Power. And if you are interested in getting involved in this big, strong, good-looking colt who's currently being broken in and showing a lovely action in the ring from a family in rich black type, he's a half-brother to Grade 1 Scottsville Golden Medallion winner Potent Power, then contact Doug Campbell in KwaZulu-Natal. The other is a yearling, Roman by Argonaut, who's a 2013 colt, 50,000 Rand for a 50% share. He's athletic colt by Superfast sire from a stakes-winning dam. His owner, breeder, is retaining 50%, so shares to suit your budget up to 50%. The dam won 3 races, including the Kenilworth Diamond Stakes, a listed race, and qualifies for the CTS $1 million race. If you're interested in getting involved in this yearling Roman, contact Hendrik Winterbach Jr. from Winterbach Stud. Well, that's a wrap for this week's edition of Breeding to Win. Don't forget to join us next week for some more Breeding to Win. From myself, Julie Alexander, and the rest of the team, good night.